everybody, it's Glori. Just wanted to do a real quick video. I was already halfway through a project and thought I should be videoing this. My niece and nephew's birthdays are coming up, and just wanted to take just a little gift to them to a get-together. We're getting together at the lake this weekend. And I've already done a video on how to use the Your Story binder. I made a cookbook, so you can check out the Mimi's Delicious Memories cookbook, and it'll show you how I made the cookbook, how I put it together. So that's what I did with this. I just cut the inside sheets and put it through the Your Story binder, and it melted it. So now I have some little doodle pads that they can do. And I was using the Doodle Charms Cricut cartridge, and I chose to do a cupcake, which you probably can't see on here, but I'll show you here. I did the cupcake, and what I ended up doing was, let's see, those are extra pieces. For Luke's, I did the cupcake base, which was the shadow here, in kind of a green, and I used some scrap printed material that I had for the next part. That's going to be the cupcake liner, and that was just the regular cupcake cut regular. Then I cut the shift of the cupcake and got some icing, and then I cut the shift again and just threw the icing to the side, but came out with some different sprinkle colors. And let me stick these up here, and a candle out of that. And then I cut one more time, and the first thing that it cuts in shift is the flame on the candle. Couldn't think of the word. So I just real quick cut the flame out and then stopped the cutting process once it cut the flame out, because I didn't want the whole thing done in yellow. Now for my nieces, I did a little bit different colors, but did the same thing. That was the shadow, that was the regular, that was the shift, and then actually I used the candle and the sprinkles from Luke's for Farah's to do her sprinkles and candle. So let's grab those up there so I don't lose any pieces. And again, I did another flame. So now I'm going to put these together real quick, just with some tape. I'll probably use tape, and I'll use my Ziggy glue stick. And once I get these together, I will be back and show you. And let me give you one real quick product review as well. To do this, I was using my old Fiskars. I have like an ancient Fiskars cutter. And the last one that I did for my nephew Dax, the pages just did not come out nice and even. They were all different sizes. It was just getting to be a mess. And I had even changed my blade, but after a while this little track can kind of get cut down. So I was in the market for another cutter and paper trimmer, and did a lot of research trying to figure out what I wanted, and I finally ended up getting the Martha Stewart paper trimmer. And it did a fantastic job. Very easy to use. I cut the paper. I actually used, I think they were 8 by 5 inch plain index cards, non-lined index cards, because I had some. So I thought, well, let me use those. That would be easier to cut. So I laid them down and I cut at the 4-inch mark. And then this is what I love about it. You can pull this out, and I wanted to cut it at the 6. Then I did 4 inches one way, and I wanted to do 6 the other way. So you lay your card in there. Hold on, I'll grab a card and show ya. This was my pattern when I was working on it. And you lay the card in, and it butts up against this edge right here. When you lay it in, it kind of butts up against that edge. And so when you're making everything 6, you just bump it up against that edge, and you just keep cutting, and it cuts it all at 6. And then the other way I cut it was just lining it up right with that line at 4, and I ended up getting nice, good, even lines. So I'm very pleased with this Martha Stewart paper trimmer. So let me put these together, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, actually after I cut the cut the video off, I decided there was something else I wanted to do and I wanted to show you. Part of the creative process, I guess. I'm going to grab my Sizzix Texture Boutique, and I think, you know how when you're making cupcakes you would kind of swirl the icing? So instead of it being a flat icing, I think I'm going to use this Cuttlebug, and you know it doesn't have the name on them. It would be nice if it did. Anyway, it's a Cuttlebug, and it's like a little vine or swirl or something. Is there a name anywhere? I do not see a name. So, Cuttlebug, you need to put a name on them. Anyway, I'm going to stick both the icing pieces in here. And you put it in between your boards, like that. And then I'm going to send it through the Texture Boutique. And we'll give our icing just a little bit of texture, which I think will be cute. So we'll see. Uh-oh, they moved a little bit, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Look. Let's see, isn't that going to be cuter? It looks kind of like wavy icing. So, alright. And instead of coming back when I'm done, how about I just leave the camera going and then I can fast forward. Okay, didn't those turn out cute? Alright, now we're going to get some pop-ups. And let's see. I don't know, I'm thinking that maybe I need to cut their names out. That would be cute. I'm going to turn it a little bit to the side. Okay, isn't that cute? That's going to be cute. So, and I'm going to put some ribbon at the top, and I think I might add their names. So, let's get this on. Okay. And we'll do that one the opposite way. Okay, those are cute, just like that, but definitely going to add some ribbon, and I'm thinking about the name, so let me see what we can come up with.